Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We hope you're all doing amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much for coming back. Welcome to Tame Your Tongue. We're your hosts, Amanda.
And Dara.
And as always, let's get into it. So,
Welcome.
I mean, for those of you who live in the Chicagoland area, I hope you'll join me in being pissed off with this fake fall moment that we're experiencing. What the hell?
Literally every year it's getting worse and worse. Like
Why is it 90?
September and October have become months that are like 80, 90 degrees
Yes.
through the end. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
I'll clock it now. It is currently 7 and it's still 80 degrees.
The sun
what's
is
that
down,
about?
by the way. And it's 80 degrees. Like, that never used to happen. I remember, like, literally 6 years ago on Halloween even, it was snowing. There was a blizzard. Like, snow is stacked everywhere. And I'm like, I get it. I know it's global warming. I hate it. We all hate it, right? But it's just like, what the fuck? Is this what it's going to be like forever? Like,
I don't know. It makes me sad. But I miss October being a sweater weather moment. There's been past years where it's been relatively warm in October and then snows on Halloween.
Yeah.
So that happened like a couple years in a row. So I'm hoping that that's not the case this year.
I know. I really don't want that.
But we'll see.
Especially because this year Halloween is on a Friday. So there's actual like festivities going on. It's not on like a Tuesday, Thursday. Nope. Friday. And we're excited. So if you didn't listen to our last episode or watch it, which shame on you, you should.
Yes,
because we worked really hard on it. And that's why it took like 3 days to upload. Anyway, we love to do Halloween series. So it could be a scary tale. It could be something we love about Halloween. It could be about a movie. It could be about a costume. I don't know what the fuck it's going to be about because we just start talking. That's honestly the truth. But
it's always a journey with us.
We have another installment today.
Part 2.
Scary stories, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. We'll see where it takes us.
I love to scare people. I love to scare myself. And it's just that time. So, we thought it would be fun to share another shared tale. Scary tale. I can't talk.
Y'all didn't get enough the last
Y'all didn't get enough, so we thought that we would bless the class once again. So, ladies and gals, welcome to the story of Lady Gaga.
Cheer, everybody.
Cheer, everyone.
Put your paws up.
Exactly. So, obviously, Gaga's on tour, having her moment right now, which we love. And your girls had to be a part of it.
Yes. If you don't know, we have loved Lady Gaga since the very, 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 very beginning.
And before we even met.
Yes.
Like, I was getting into fights with people as like a 9-year-old defending this woman who was the love of my life.
And we went to Christian school, so it was times 100.
Yes. Then her and I together were fighting people.
Literally.
It was crazy.
Like, y'all were not attending a Christian school when Judas was released on Easter, and it shows because that was a lot of, it was a huge plot point for us in our lives. We would literally argue with people. So
we would.
Anyway, we love her. We saw her once together. And, when we saw her, it was at her show Enigma in Las Vegas. And it was a breeze. We knew exactly, what we were going to wear, how we were going to get there because we literally just walked there. Our makeup, like we got ready
to show them
in like an hour. Yeah, pictures. No comment on the outfit. We kind of tore. If you knew us then. If you knew us then.
I think we nibbled.
Yes, we did.
I
knew we wanted to do something.
Yeah, and it was before you and I really got into like our real vibe.
It was foreshadowing.
And so I was proud of what we did
at
that time.
And the confidence to walk around essentially naked around Las Vegas, crazy. Because would I ever do that again?
No,
probably not.
I
no shame if you do, but
props to 21-year-old us doing our thing.
I know we really did. We ate that piece. I'll show you. You can shred us. I don't care. But we had a great time. It was easy. It was so much fun, and we just kind of were. I don't know. We had a ball.
We did. So this was going to be no different because she was coming to Chicago. It's been a few weeks now. Yeah. She was just here in September. And we needed to plan a look. So
yes,
that's my story.
That's the scary tale. The first scary part was getting tickets. We secured those, luckily.
Yes.
And we thought it was going to be a breeze from that point forward. We were like, it's going to be no different. It really, really is going to be no different.
No. I don't know. We were cursed this time around. I don't know. I feel like the older I've gotten, I've somehow become more indecisive.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going on. So obviously, as I said a second ago, me and my friend needed to put together a look. And her and I started talking about it on and off since I want to say like July or June. Like, she was texting me. She's like, oh, yeah, like Gaga's in September. And I'm like, oh, my God, yeah. And we would talk about it for a day or two. We would get stressed. And then we would just table it and then just like leave it alone because it was scary.
Yeah. And like usually for an event like this, we would probably like order an outfit or plan something in detail because like, you know, we love to match. We love to wear like identical things, especially to events like this. I don't know why. It's just cute. Happens. It's natural. It's cute. We love it. It works.
It's fun.
And the funny thing is, like right when we got the tickets, I mysteriously received an Instagram ad with a top that looked like almost identical to what Gaga wore at the Grammys. Like, I'll pop it in there. And we were like, oh, this would be great to wear to the Mayhem Ball, you know, in 7 months. And we were just like, you know, but it could be hot. Like, we thought of all these things and that could go wrong with it.
Because of that, your girls never got the damn thing.
No, and we talked about it until like literally 1 month before. We were like, should we get it? Right. No, it's going to be hot. No, what if it looks weird? No, blah, blah, blah. Like, we were just really kind of being stupid about it, but smart. We thought we were being smart.
But I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, by the time we thought about getting it, was it sold out or was it going to take like weeks and weeks to get here? There was like some obstacle.
We were concerned because we had recently had an episode with a brand overseas, and it took like 2 months for us to get the stuff that we ordered, and we needed it for like a specific event.
Right.
So with the shipping delays, you know, on the website, it was like, it's immediate shipping, but it could take 4 weeks. And we were like, well, we heard that last time. And last time that happened, 4 weeks turned into 2 months. So, you know, we were just kind of scared, especially because we needed it again for a specific date. So,
and of course we dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it sucks.
We could have ordered it and, you know, whenever we got the tickets. I don't remember what month it was, but
it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago.
And, you know, we dilly-dallied and it bit us in the butt as usual. So all that to say is me and my friend are just like texting and crying about it. Like, and again, like, why does it matter, right? You could be asking yourself that. In the grand scheme of life, does it matter? Surely not. But, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. We're just committed.
Yeah.
We're committed to the look. And like, when we say we're going to do it, like, we have to deliver.
And when it's quite the financial investment, because we all know concert tickets are extremely unaffordable.
Oh my God, don't get me started.
This ticket alone put me out. I will be completely honest with y'all. So I'm like, you know what? Yes, let's have an outfit that's so extravagant that we look like we belong on stage, right?
Well, I know. And the thing is, we were seeing people online like throwing down some amazing looks. And we were like, oh, we want to have fun in that way too. But all that to say, you know, these tickets were pricey. It did put us out. So then we were like, well, we kind of screwed ourselves with this. So why don't we just order a piece here and there and make this, you know, fit from what we currently have at home?
Yes.
That was our thought. And, you know, I felt okay about it. You know, she ordered some pieces, as did I. We were going to sort of do a mismatch situation.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very thrilling, but let me tell y'all, we were sweating and we were so scared because it was like getting to the point where it was days before the show. We're like figuring out with our friends like how to get there, you know, when we're going to meet up, all that kind of stuff. And I still have no idea what I'm wearing.
It was stressful.
Like, our wigs are being styled and he's like, what outfit are you going to do? That would help me.
We don't know, honey.
Like, well, it's going to be a surprise to all of us.
Surprise for everyone, yeah.
Because literally that day, I went to Amanda's house and I still had not a single clue what I was going to wear.
Yeah, I mean, we had some ideas, but they weren't concrete. No. And, in order for me to have some sort of peace of mind, it's helpful for me to have a set idea. Yeah. And I didn't. Like, could I have tried on outfits and put it together the day before? Sure. Would that have helped? Yeah. But did I do that? No.
Have we ever done that?
No. And so because of that, I took the day off. My friend here took the day off. And we were like, you know what? Why don't you come at like 12 or 1 so we can figure this out? And so she does. She comes at 1 like 12 something.
I literally got there at 12.
Yeah. And when did we start our makeup? Like 1?
1 or 1:30. Like I literally got there, lugged my suitcase in. And it was, let me tell you, it was giant. That's how much I didn't know what I was going to wear. I had multiple shoes. I had probably 100 outfits and accessories, makeup, all that shit. And then we get there and we're like, oh, we should probably, eat. Right. But we don't like eating before stuff like this. So
I do not like a big meal before a show, before an event. It's just this weird thing that I have.
And we knew that we would not be eating later because we'd be so busy getting ready.
Right.
So, we literally had an apple and we were watching the clock. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, it's almost 1. Maybe we should start at 1:30. Yeah, I think we can get away with 1:30. It'll be fine. Okay, yeah. We'll have to be fast. What if something goes wrong? Like this is the conversation we're having over our apple.
Okay, because you have to figure it out, like the timing of everything. Like how long is it going to take us to do our makeup? Okay, maybe a few hours. And then how long is it going to take us to get our wig situated? And then the dreaded moment, the outfit, because that wasn't figured out at all.
And you have to plan at the same time for everything to go completely wrong.
Yes.
What if my makeup gets ruined? What if I need an extra hour to do it? What if it takes me 2 hours to find an outfit? What if it takes me 1 hour to install my wig? What if it takes 45 minutes to get to the venue because there's going to be so much traffic? Right. Like, you have to add all this stuff. And then at that point, you're like, fuck, I should have started at 12.
Right.
Like, we were like, we're going to get ready. We're going to film. Like, that was our best case scenario. We were like, we're going to film.
I wanted to.
And our looks. And we're going to be good. And, it's going to be perfect.
But for those of you who are watching and have heard everything we just said, are you not terrified? I'm terrified hearing this all over again. I'm stressed.
My heart is pounding a little bit.
Yeah, because there's so much time you have to like calculate in for disaster on all sides. But yeah, so with that in mind, we realized because we wanted to be ready by 5.
Yeah, right. I think that was our goal. Like
our goal was to be
wigged, clothed,
right, fully like ready
waiting
to go,
for Uber.
Full stop.
5.
And then luckily the place was really close to, or where we were meeting our friends was really close to my place. But either way, we just wanted to be said and done at 5. So we were like, let's start our makeup at 1 p.m. So that way, we could have time. And I remember thinking, okay, like if our makeup is done by 3:30, and I remember Dara was like, really, like 3:30? And I'm like, well, maybe that'll give us time for everything. And so, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and literally exactly what I said earlier, like we still did not start until 1:30 because we got way too cocky in the moment.
As usual.
Because we were talking about it. We were like, it'll be fine because we want to do simple makeup. We did.
But, the thing is when you do like a simple look, but you're really trying to perfect every aspect of it, the base, the brow, the shadow, it can easily take you 3 hours. And it in fact did. So 1:30 rolls around, we're feeling good, whatever. But it's taking truly forever. Like I felt like a mad woman.
Yeah, we were literally just like blending the same black like over and over and over and over again. I felt crazy. And we just kept looking at each other and saying, we hate our makeup. We were like, we do not like this at all. It doesn't look good. We can't stop because now it's damn near 6 o'clock. Like
that was the thing. It wasn't a situation where you could start over. Like, I don't know. It just, I didn't want to.
We couldn't. We literally couldn't.
Yeah. And so we finished at like 4 straight up. And I planned to finish at 3:30. We finished like a little bit after 4, which gave us an hour or so to do the wig and the fit, which again, we hadn't figured out. And so, like I said, we had an idea. So we put together the idea outfit that we had, which was tights, some shorts, a shrug, a corset moment. And honestly, thank goodness it all worked well.
Yeah.
It really did.
Because we'd been discussing that idea loosely for like a few weeks, a few months. Because once we had gotten these shorts in the summer, we were like, this could be something.
Exactly.
So we had the loose idea. And we were like, I think we know, what kind of shoes we want to wear, the accessories, everything. Like, it was just a matter of getting everything on at that point. Like you said, thank God. Because if we put that on and we didn't like how it looked, tack on 30 more minutes.
And then, like, stressing out, like, no.
You're getting hot. You can't get your tights on. That was already happening. So thank God we didn't, stress.
Exactly. So that was good. But then, the shoes we decided to wear, the nemesis of my life, honestly.
I'm going to show you.
Put a picture of that. Granted, they are very, very cute shoes.
Yeah.
Like, you're never going to catch me not saying that. But they were quite literally, okay, I'm not even going to get into that part yet. But the point is, I am a wide calf girly. Clap in the comments if you're one too. And so because of that, like, it was taking me forever to, like, get this boot on my leg. And my pal here was so sweet. She helped me, and we had to, like, pull the laces out of the boot completely and redo the lacing.
Yeah, I literally felt so bad for her.
I was, like, crying and sweating.
I had previously gotten these shoes a few months before, and the whole front is, like, lacing. So I knew as soon as I got them, I have to undo everything.
Right.
And, I see my poor friend with all the laces still up, trying to loosen every single lace, and she just looks so panicked.
I was.
And I'm like, no, like, girl, we just have to undo the front. Like, I got to that point too, and I was like, no more.
And we just didn't have time. No. Like, no. And so this girl, she did it in like 2 minutes. I don't know how the hell. But she got on my foot. And then, we were proactive about this. We were like, we want to be able to dance and have fun. So she is kind enough and gets all these sort of padding and inserts to make these shoes wearable. Granted, they helped a lot.
They did.
I will give you that.
The first time I wore these shoes, I did not have any padding. And if there was footage of me walking around in them at the end of the evening,
I remember,
it would be really scary. But yeah, so I was like, we can't have that again. We have to dance. We have to feel our Monster Wall fantasy, jumping in these little boots. Like,
but really felt it. We had to walk a bit. I mean, granted, United Center is a lot less walking than Soldier Field. If you know, you know. Yeah. But I just knew that we needed to be able to walk.
Yeah, and we were taking, this is like a future note, we were taking a shuttle that we'd never taken before. Yes, so we were like, how far are they going to drop us off? Is it going to be, a 10-minute walk? Is it going to be a 2-minute walk?
Right.
We don't know. We really don't know. So yeah, the padding, we stuffed it in the shoe. And we put our feet in, and we're walking around Amanda's apartment. We're like,
felt
this feels
okay.
Good. This feels really good.
I felt good. Okay. And I thought, maybe she's going to survive this tonight. Maybe she'll do the damn thing. Okay. Remember that. That. Famous last words there. But anyway, so all that to say is, again, the fashion gods smiled upon us, and somehow everything just like popped into place is all I can say. The wigs fit right on. We figured everything out without a freak out moment, which was gorgeous.
Yeah, it almost began when I was gluing my wig down. I was like, y'all, I can't fucking do this. No. Every time I'm in a rush, I'm like, why did I do this? And then it's on, and I'm like, okay.
Well,
we're good.
I understand, though. I mean, because the way the outfits that we were wearing, we had to be fully dressed in order to have the wig on. Because, like, I know my shrug, it had chains on it that did not come off.
Yeah.
So I had to have every piece, the jewelry, everything.
Literally. Mine had a giant strap that does not come off, and it's like a hard strap
either. Okay, yeah. So we both had to.
Everything, earrings had to be on, everything, shoes on, because like we learned earlier when we were lacing her shoes, we had our shrugs on, which was stupid, and we're bent over trying to lace the shoes, and we're just suffocating in boob because our boobs are pushed up so high.
Pushed up, honey.
Literally, my head was in my boobs, and I was just choking.
Crazy.
And I was like, I can't breathe right now, like trying to lace up her shoe. I was like, this is just insane.
And it felt dumb, but it's like we had to be fully dressed again because it was just going to be too hard to piece things together with the wig on.
No,
like
absolutely not.
It couldn't be done.
I would have had a meltdown.
And for those of you who have had experience with wigs, like it sucks to be putting it on when you're fully dressed and stuff. Like
it
if
really
you know,
does.
you know.
It really, really does.
But all that to say, we get past that and it looks great. Like maybe we'll put a picture. There we go.
A few photos.
Yeah.
Of the look
for the class
that we worked so hard on.
And honestly, I think we did it. I think it turned out great.
Yes.
Despite the horror of it all. Because it was scary.
What we went through, and it looked great.
It did.
And it captured the essence of Mayhem and the aesthetic of the album.
I think so. I
do say so myself. If you don't agree, I'm sorry. But
I agree.
We agree. That's all that matters.
We did that. So all that to say is all is going well. Fast forward, we meet our friends at this cutesy little restaurant moment. And everything feels good. We had a little cocktail. We had a couple little bites.
Yeah.
We shuttle to the concert. And then it's...
I was going to say, go ahead. Reverse really quick.
Go ahead.
Another nightmare that happened was in the bathroom of this restaurant.
Oh, God.
When you are over the toilet in little skinny heels and you're wearing a corset that's over your entire outfit, you have to either undo your corset or loosen it and try to pull your tights, your underwear, everything from underneath.
Which I tried to do, and it was really hard.
And I just ripped off my corset. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it.
I understand.
The bathrooms were so small, too.
Yeah, they were, like, suffocating me.
We were out there, like, adjusting ourselves
for,
at
like,
the sinks.
A good 5 minutes.
And there were, like, 4 people just, like, inches away from us. Like, it was just so claustrophobic.
And I felt bad. I'm like, these poor girls are just trying to wash their hands, and here we are just fiddling and fiddling. But I didn't know what else to do, boo.
They were so nice. Yes. Thank God.
Thank you, girls.
Some of them wanted to kiki while we were doing it. And I was like, now is not the time. I'm sorry.
I know.
Like, love you. Thank you. But I'm like half naked in this bathroom right now. And my feet are already starting to ache.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about that. That's how I knew. I was like, I got the first whisper of torture there.
It's like having a vision. You're like,
yeah, I was like, like my That's So Raven.
It's coming.
It's coming. There's worse shit to come. And like I say that because like I was literally in my stall sweating.
Yeah.
It started.
Yeah.
And then my feet were starting.
And I was being choked by I forgot what it's called, but my giant strap. I'll show you that. Right here, because it fucking hurt. And I know my sister was in the other stall next to me being choked by her chains. We'll show you that too.
Yes.
Not fun when you are trying to pull up your pants, pull up your corset.
With this 10-pound wig on.
Yeah, like literally like trying to not fuck everything up, get your wig in your corset, all that shit.
Yes.
Anyway, back to where we were.
So we shuttle. It's this cute little shuttle. They're playing Mayhem. We're vibing. It's great. We get off. The feet are starting to hurt. That's my very interesting thing to share. But it was. And I was starting to get scared, girl. And so, we mosey up to the line. We're walking slow. That's something to keep in mind. Like, I used to be a fast walker, but now, I'm 27. I do a mellow walk now, but this was way slower than that, girl. It was literally like
barely
one
walking.
Step every 3 seconds. And we were arm in arm to try to keep each other from falling.
Literally, arm in arm, choked out, hot with these wigs. Our feet are hurting, and we're like,
it was horror.
Jesus Christ, we're like, we're not even there yet.
I know, and it was already like torture, you guys. Torture to the nines. Not to mention we are corseted beyond belief. We can't breathe.
We can't breathe. We can't walk. We're just thinking of all the worst case scenarios because if you listen to our Cowboy Carter episode, you'll know that we arrived and walked up the biggest flight of stairs at Soldier Field for absolutely no goddamn reason because our seats weren't there. I'm thinking the whole time, are we going to have to walk upstairs?
Yeah.
Am I going to walk up the wrong stairs? If I walk up the wrong stairs in these shoes, I'm not coming down. I just have to watch from wherever I am because I just can't do it.
I mean, you guys, like, when you're in excruciating pain like that, like, it makes sense. I know it sounds insane, but, like, You have to have experienced it, is all I'll say.
And let me tell you, we are not the type of fashion girlies who are like, let's just suffer through it
I wish
for
I
the look. No, we're just bitching. We're already bitching.
I wish so badly that I could, because I see so many gals online looking cute as hell in their Marc Jacob plaits.
No.
Looking amazing. And they're like, oh yeah, I powered through these all night. I'm like, how?
No,
how?
I couldn't.
My feet would snap off like a toothpick.
Like literally.
Like, no.
It has to be practical to a degree, maybe for a photo. I'll, take it, then take them off and change. I'm sorry. I'm a coward and it's not changing, because this story solidified that for me.
It did.
I will say. That's how bad it hurt.
No, it was really getting bad, you guys. Fast forward, we get inside. We are able to take a cute little group photo moment, which was nice. We find our seat. What?
It's just another thing. You know us. We try to take pictures before everything. The pain, again, you're going to hear that word all night. The pain was so bad that we didn't even take a good photo. We couldn't even walk to a location that had a good background.
It's true. Because honestly, like, I couldn't walk anymore. Like, and again, we just got there. And poor Dara, she's like, do you want to go to a different spot? I'm like, I couldn't.
Pause. She's forgetting a very important detail.
As usual.
She literally a day or two before fell and twisted her ankle so fiercely. I
was disabled.
She was bleeding. Like, it was really fucked up. So
bandages. Yeah, my right ankle. I think she's just now starting to feel okay.
Yeah, so she was not okay. She had all the reason to be in pain. Did I? No. My excuse will just be having a fat ass, because it's a lot of work carrying that on those little things.
Girl, I would bet good money that I would be just as uncomfortable with or without the sprain. But
either way, she's forgetting that, and it needs to be told.
Well, thank you.
That just heightens the pain.
Yeah, so that's why, like, when she asked me, I was like, I hate to say it, but I'm planted. I am planted here.
I'll show you.
In front of this ribs place. Like, you guys, it was tragic. The place we took pictures, if we find one good enough, we'll put one.
I'll scribble us out just so you can see the background.
Like, it just said a bunch of, like, various food items, and I'm like, this is not what I wanted for me.
Hot dog. And across was like a blank wall, but the lighting
diabolical.
Was as if somebody held a flashlight right here. And makeup sometimes doesn't look the best from that lighting. Especially,
it was highlighting the worst stuff.
Yeah, literally. And we had really, like, I don't know, like, exaggerated makeup. Like, we were really kind of trying to give a fantasy. So under that, absolutely not. Like, she, like, stood under it for a test, and I was like, no, we can't do that.
She's like, we're not doing that. And you know what? She was right for it.
So instead we got hot dogs, ribs, chicken. We're your waitresses, according to this photo, because that's what it looks like.
I really was. And I was annoyed too, because I just didn't have it in me to walk there. But if you guys are familiar with United, they have this, like, projector screen moment that'll, like, have the artist. Like, it'll have a cool cover photo. And I saw at one point it said, like, mayhem or something, and it was really cute. And I'm like, that should have been where we took our photo. But again, I was walking on stilts. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
We were just like, let's get to our seats.
So I was bummed, because we quite literally worked on our look for like 4 hours.
And we've been waiting for this for literally like half a year. Like, it's, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Looking back, I should have just, like, brought a second pair of shoes. I don't know. But yeah, that was scary and very disappointing. What else is new?
I'm very disappointed in the situation.
I am. We'll post one cute one, but, like, it wasn't the one.
We have nothing to show for.
I know. So all that to say, thankfully we didn't have to walk up a ton of stairs. We had great seats, bless on that. But I was terrified because it was several stairs down just to get to our seats.
Which, kind of a blessing that it wasn't up, because down is maybe 5% better than up.
Sure.
But let me tell you, it wasn't.
No. And it was painful with every step. I'm just, like, at this point praying to make it to my seat. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, how do people wear these things? I'm like, am I 55?
Literally, I'm
already?
Thinking of like Gaga when she used to perform in shoes like that.
Yes,
I'm like,
and she would dance.
I don't have it in me. I'm like, I can't even walk across a venue without my feet starting to hurt.
I was just devastated.
Yeah, it was sad, and it was even more sad because they looked really, really good.
They did. They made the outfit. The look.
It was so gorgeous. Like, I'll show you guys again.
Yes,
because it was perfect.
It was.
Again, like I said earlier, was it worth it? I can't say so because I am not, Dita Von Teese and my shoes like that being like, whatever. Deal with it. No,
I wish I could.
I couldn't. And this shows me once more that I can't. I don't
have what it takes.
Remember sitting in the seat and I'm like, my feet still hurt.
Yeah.
This is like,
there's you guys, they hurt when we were sat. So I didn't know what to do with that. So,
I'll tell you what we did.
Yeah, we're going to tell you right now. Shameful on my part, but it is what it is.
No, not even that.
What?
We literally, before the concert started, literally just sat there like this. We didn't talk to each other. We couldn't move. We have a problem too when we wear wigs. Like we'll be in an Uber together. We'll be talking to each other. We can't
turn our face.
And I'm just weird. Like talking to Amanda like this. Normally we're like in an Uber like blah, 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 but like in the wigs we're like this. So wig choked out. The stage is over there. We're just sitting like this.
And I was just thinking to myself in that moment. I was like, why did I do this?
If I could turn back time.
If I could turn back time. Because I genuinely don't think I've ever been so uncomfortable in my entire life.
Like at this point, it wasn't even just the shoes. It was the wig. It was the outfit. It was the corset. It was the boobs suffocating me. It was everything. It was to the point where we were like looking at each other, with our eye because we couldn't turn. And we were like, we should have just worn something normal.
Yeah.
And we
for real
never say that. If you know us, you know how terrifying Happy Halloween. Those words are coming out of our mouths.
Boo bitch.
Literally, boo. We said we should have just worn like a fucking t-shirt.
Like a big tee with like some high boots, call it a day.
Yeah, we should have.
And I honestly wish we did because again, like I love this woman. Like, I've been wanting to see her again for years and years. Yeah. Like, and granted, I loved our look. But damn, I didn't want to be worrying about how much pain and discomfort I was experiencing.
Yeah, I didn't want to worry about that either.
So I just was embellished with regret in that moment. But oh well. At this point, we are excited but regretful in many ways. Is all I can say about that.
Another layer to the scary Halloween story.
Hear it.
Is, Gaga has canceled some shows here and there.
Oh, very that.
I will not shame her for it because it's usually due to health reasons or weather.
Which is justified to me.
I could not do her job. I would be canceling every day. Not really. But she had previously had a show, and I think it was Miami. And everybody was at the venue. Everybody was waiting to get inside. They're like, why the fuck is nobody letting us inside? The show's about to start. And Gaga posts on her story, we are canceling the show. People are outside the venue screaming, crying, yelling. And you know what? I don't blame them.
I don't either. Like, that would make me poop my pants. You guys, that horror show, we just told you everything we had done.
Yeah.
Just to get there. I'm sure other people did that too.
Exactly.
So to have heard that news, I would be gagged in the worst way.
I was imagining how we felt in that moment applied to that situation. And I'm like, I probably would be that person screaming and crying outside the venue.
Yes. And she kept saying, she's like, I'm not going to believe it's happening until I see her on the stage. Yep. And you know what? I get it. Because I felt the same. I was like, is this real? Is this happening? We were sat in there. We were seeing like her little, what would you call it? Like pre-show video moment.
Like, yeah, she's just literally writing.
Yeah, she's just
a manifesto.
Yeah, writing stuff down. And it's really cutesy. But I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this happening?
We're like, it could still cancel. It could still cancel. And I was saying that to the group the whole night. I'm like, leave it to me to be the negative Nancy. But I'm like, y'all, I cannot have my heart broken like this because she's never canceled for one of my shows before, and it's not going to be tonight.
And thankfully,
I was
not
scared.
tonight. Luckily, it didn't happen. She comes on the stage, graces us, and I'm just silenced. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, it was amazed. Like, I'm seeing it right now. I'm gonna cry.
Like,
I'm going to cry.
Her come out in that giant dress, and
looking so beautiful, by the way.
Stunning. And I had been talking shit about it because I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm sad because we saw this dress before, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I still thought it was amazing. But seeing it in real life come out of her giant, like, castle, I was just, like, literally, like she said, I was silent. There was a tear coming out. I couldn't even, like, scream.
Yeah.
I was just like,
oh my God, it's real. Like, I have chills right now just, like, talking about this again.
It's serious. We are monsters down.
Yeah.
If you can't tell.
She just starts singing, like, and then Bloody Mary. I was like, oh my God. Why are you doing this to me?
And like you said, she looked so beautiful.
She did. Like, again, I truly felt like the word breathtaking. What the hell?
We were breathtaking.
We were breathtaking from her. Okay. Yes, I turned that into a verb. Okay, it's fine. But she was breathtaking, truly.
Oh my God. Her in black hair.
Oh my God.
Ooh, maybe beautiful. I'm biased, but
and then, girl, when she did Garden of Eden,
I cried.
I can list every song.
Literally.
I can't.
Like, songs that I should have been dancing to, I was just weeping. Like, you just hear her, I could be your girlfriend. And I'm like, like, literally crying. And this bitch is just dancing and shaking her little ass. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
It was amazing. But, go ahead.
And, like, the first, like, act, I would say, it was, like, equal to being, like, punched in the face almost. Because it's so, like, high power. You're getting punched after punch after punch. It's like Bloody Mary, Abracadabra, Judas, Aura, Shiza, Garden of Eden, like boom, 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 boom. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, there's fire, there's lights. I'm like, what is going on?
You know what, too? I've said this before, but like, what I appreciate is like that album of hers that has Shiza and Judas and everything. Like, I feel like it's been repopularized, and thank God for that, truly, because I can't even begin to express what that album was for us, how much we listened to it, learned the dance, made an effort to learn every word. Like, the fact that I got to like hear it again, it was just like, it's gonna bring me to tears.
Literally, the blessing of hearing it a second time in your life, in real life, is just crazy.
It was
even
great.
Once is lucky enough, returning again to hear Shiza. Like, what is going on? So with that being said, while we were being kicked and punched and spat on by Lady Gaga herself, I was actually a little bit distracted from the agony that I was in.
Yes, as was I.
She got me high. I was boo, 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 boo. Trying to move a little bit. We didn't have a lot of room.
That was the thing. Good seats, just not a lot of room.
No, at all.
But yeah, so, we are about 3 to 4 songs in, and I am, as she said, in agony. I cannot do it. And I keep going back and forth, having this internal, like, conflict with myself. Do I make the executive decision to take my shoes off? Do I do it? And I was just thinking, okay, what are the pros of keeping them on at this point? And the answer was nothing. And, I didn't know when the next time we're going to see her is, so I wanted to enjoy it. So I make the decision to take off my boots, okay? And it was great. And then I could dance, and I was having a gay old time. But then the universe decided to curse me immediately after, and they said, oh, she's not going to just have fun dancing on the floor. All of a sudden, probably 3 minutes into me having no shoes on, I start to feel something wet. And I realized that the person behind me spilled their drink right by my feet. And that's my story. And I had to step and dance in wet floor for the duration of the show.
And for some reason, I don't know what it was, you guys. This drink spread across like 15 seats. I swear to God. I'm like, what the fuck were you drinking out of a trash can? Because I was like, why are my feet wet now?
And she was far from the person behind me.
The person next to me, there's shit by his feet too. People are walking, they're dragging it everywhere. I'm like,
I was angry.
It was insane.
And then I was just thinking, I was like, okay, do I put my shoes back on for what? To have wet feet in painful boots? Mm-hmm. Like, there was just no good option. So I decided to be a dirty gal. I hate that. And I just, eventually the floor dried up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But initially it was just the worst. The worst. Mm-hmm. So that was lame as hell.
It's tragic.
Yeah. And then, a couple minutes later, my friend joins me, and we are both barefoot bitches.
I decided it was time because we had amazing seats.
We did.
But when you're in the 100 section at the United Center, this is specific details. If you know, you know. You have to be kind of standing sideways like this to look at the stage. And when you have hips, there's nowhere to stand really, so you're standing completely sideways like this, and you are just like back to back with or like stomach to butt, I should say, with a stranger, and you're trying to watch the show and you're trying to dance, and you can't because your hip is all like twisted up. It's just not very comfortable at all. So adding the shoes, the wigs, the choking, the corset to that,
the wet
I
feet.
was like sitting there and I was like, I could keep them on the whole time like I did the last time I wore them. And I remembered the last time I did that, my feet hurt for like 2 days after.
Oh my God, that's awful.
I was like, you know what? I'm already miserable, so let's just whip these bitches off.
Yeah.
And I whipped them off, and into the river my foot goes. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
And I pre-warned her too. I was like, yo, someone made a mad spilling out here, so just be ready.
And you know what? I didn't care.
Yeah.
We have only taken our shoes off once in our lives, and we were teenagers because we had to go pay for parking at a concert. We left a concert, ripped off our shoes, sprinted down the streets of Chicago.
I have the video still.
Literally, shoes off, nasty, disgusting, dirty foot bitches. That's what we were.
But our feet hurt so, like, they killed. I remember that.
Yeah. So, second time in history for us. Yep. Crazy. We usually suffer through it to a degree. I know I was saying we're not like that, but when we go clubbing and stuff, sometimes we'll wear an unfortunate shoe and we just keep trying to truck along.
I'm not taking my shoes off at the club.
No, absolutely not. But here at the United Center, apparently that's where I will take my shoes off. So
I just didn't want to be secretly wishing for the show to end so my agony could be over.
Literally.
Not that I would voluntarily wish that, but the pain was just so bad you couldn't think about anything else.
No, exactly.
And yeah, so I just wanted to focus on the show. So I honestly regret nothing. So yeah, that was that. And it was so funny. Our friend, when I was going back and forth, I'm like, should I take my shoes off? I don't want to dirty them. And she's like, wash your feet tonight. And I don't know why it was just so funny. Me laugh
so hard.
Like if you were there, I don't know. I guess that was.
She just kept saying that. Like that was like her reason. Like just wash your feet tonight. It'll be fine.
I was like, okay, girl.
Like you're right. You're right. Let me take these shoes off.
And so I mean, the rest of the show, drives us to tears. I mean, that part isn't scary.
No, we had so much fun. We laughed. We cried. We had an amazing, amazing time. We really did.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's really all I can say about that.
And then, afterwards, I think about putting my shoes back on. I do not. My friend here does, and I'm impressed for her.
Yeah, my laziness got the best of me, and I was like, I do not want to carry my shoes.
I get it.
So instead, I just stepped on needles. And you know what? I hobbled, and I made it.
She did.
Somehow, some way, I did it. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't want to carry my shoes. That's all I have to say. Mean, that was scary.
Yeah.
Mind control.
I don't blame you. But yeah, we get back onto the shuttle, and terrifying thing, they start playing Taylor Swift. Know your audience is all I have to say about that.
And people were singing on the bus, and I was like, can you all shut the fuck up, please?
I have a video. I don't know if we'll put it, but I have
literally, you have a video of me, I have a video of you.
Yes, maybe we do it, maybe we don't.
We are in a sea of Swifties randomly. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that was our horror story.
Yeah, terrifying time.
And, again, we're still very thankful for the opportunity. It's always so much fun to see her.
Yes.
It's sad that it was dampened, darkened, and shat on by
us. Literally by us, and by our own volition.
We, if you've seen Gaga before, or, insert whatever artist, your favorite artist, that like the next day, the next week, you're just kind of so happy and so depressed because you're like, I want to see them again. So she was playing a show in Chicago the next night. We were like looking for tickets until like literally 5:30 p.m.
It's true.
And we had our outfits planned. We're like, this time we're wearing platforms, we're wearing tights, and we're wearing a big t-shirt. Nothing else. Nothing. And you know what? We got cursed again because we didn't get tickets.
And I was so sad because I wanted to so bad. But you guys, like when I tell you it was so ridiculous, like it was maybe $500 or $600 to get seats behind the stage.
Yeah, no,
behind the stage. Like, ma'am, no, I can't justify it.
No.
If it was like $50 behind the stage, I'd totally do it.
And I know,
like,
literally,
who cares?
Me too, but the time of the $50 ticket seems to be long gone, which is unfortunate.
It's really sad. Even when like the show started, we saw tickets still going for like $1,000,
and people were buying them.
They were, so
good for you.
Whatever.
But I was not going to do that. Like me talking like I could afford that. I decided not to do it, and it's like, well, you didn't have the choice, bitch. I was like, I can figure it out. Let me Klarna it. But yeah, I don't know. I think we looked good. I think we looked great.
Despite the pain.
Yeah, despite the pain. It's just unfortunate, though, that we did not get any photos to show.
To fully, We
have to come through and see. It. But, that was, a pre-Halloween scary story, I will say.
I mean, I'm still scared just remembering everything.
We still have flashbacks while we're getting ready. I'm having a Gaga flashback right now.
It was traumatic. And I remember her and I went on like a bender, like for the next 5 days we had like an event, and because we had given so much energy to that look, we had like nothing left to give for the following days.
And like I have a one color, you can tell it's still impacting me now. No. Capacity,
no.
Purple, done, gone. Let's go, over it. So yeah, I mean, it kind of cursed us in a way. That's all I'll say about that. It's still recovering mentally.
Yeah, that's our long scary story about mayhem, and
we tell real life scary stories that are
we
very
hope you were terrified
to us, and I hope you were scared. I hope for a moment you just understood our pain, not because I want you to, because I want you to know and understand how scary the story was.
And if you don't, thank you for coming anyway.
Yes,
and having some fun with us.
And we'll be coming at you with another Halloween episode
next
soon. Week.
So stay tuned, y'all.
Yes.
As always, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
And, we'll see you in the next one.
We love you.
Love y'all.
Mwah.
Bye.